The man who now has the lead for second place in the Florida Republican primary for governor, James Fishface, apparently is someone who has been reduced to actually not paying his lawyers. He actually owes his lawyers now $150,000. In fact, he just quit. The attorney did after losing his case, and on top of that, he owes this after, of course, they lost arbitration. Now, there's a lot of documentation that goes along with this, and just a quick snapshot, of course, we have Mr. Fishback losing to Byron Donalds by 71 points, okay? Basically, the most distant second place you've ever seen in a primary in American history. Pathetic. Now, let's get right into the copes. James Fishback defends himself by saying, he lost my case, why on earth would I pay him for losing? So, again, when you lose a case, well, actually, let's ask Rock. Oh, there it is. All right, he lost my case, why on earth would I pay for him to lose? And then, the AI itself says, you must be paying your legal fees regardless of if you win or lose the case, including in the state of Florida, which you're trying to be a governor of. Imagine the governor basically having a guy quit because he can't pay him what he said he would pay him. Just because you lose doesn't mean that you don't get to pay. In fact, it's the opposite. If you won the case, won money, then you probably didn't have to pay the lawyer fee for the attorney. So you're broke. You don't have $150,000 to rub together, and I don't either. So when we're talking about an affordability crisis, maybe your campaign should include fucking lawyer fees for free because you don't afford a lawyer in your current 30s. It's pathetic. Now, like a vanilla Vivek Ramaswamy, it's all smoke and mirrors and, just a bunch of rhetoric from this kid. Because apparently Fishback is over here making videos in front of college kids, promising them that he's going to basically shame his own party for covering for Epstein, which, is somewhat of a valid point. But then as governor, he promises that he'll appoint a special prosecutor to reopen the Epstein investigation for the countless girls that were trafficked in Florida. There's about 3 layers of irony here. Number one, he has a credible accusation of him grooming a 17-year-old, I think, intern for something ironically called incubate debate. He incubated a relationship with a 17-year-old in his late 20s, apparently. Not the end of the world, but still kind of cringe. And if you know anything, if you watch my videos, you'll know that actually he's been confirmed as paying an escort to be his girlfriend. And she's chopped anyway. So, again, no riz. And then on top of that, it's also ironic because he knows he won't win. Again, Exhibit A, you see this? Getting lapped in second place by about 71 percentage points, okay? And no other betting market has him above 15%. And he's barely cracking double digits as it is. And if you look back months, he's actually been losing support. And in fact, if you look at his Twitter, you'll notice that he's only at 239,000. So he has barely gained any support whatsoever in the last several months. So that is pretty bad. So some more coal on the timeline. He goes, I was denied entry to Mar-a-Lago for dinner I was invited to last month. I was told it was over my criticism of Israel and the Iran war. Next stop, Taco Bell. Number one, I'm so relatable. I flex these watches that aren't totally mine. So I don't have to lose them in court arbitration because he owes $2 million to a hedge fund that he used to work for, actually. But then on top of that, he's saying, oh, I'm relatable. I'm going to Taco Bell. First of all, that sucks. Maybe I'm Mexican. Maybe I'm biased. But anyway, being denied entry to Mar-a-Lago is pathetic. And then he said, well, I was invited last month. Okay, well, then sucks to suck. You've fallen off. You're not as relevant now. And then on top of that, I'm pretty sure he's lying. It's over your criticism of Israel and the Iran war. Very convenient. Also, where's the documentation? Where's somebody else vouching for you? Where's the video of you getting kicked out? If you're getting kicked out of Mar-a-Lago, you might as well make a spectacle out of it, because I'm sure if President Trump even knows who you are, he doesn't like you, so who cares? So let's look at the list of people banned from Mar-a-Lago. You got maybe Nick Fuentes, even though he was snuck in there anyway. You have Kanye West, who was banned, I guess. You've got James Fishface, obviously. And then after Fish Dicks, I think you've got, Carrie Lake. And she lost, 2, maybe 3 times, got fired out of the Voice of America. Everybody forgot about that. Anyway, Candace Owens, the illiterate idiot herself, goes, there's better food and cooler people at Taco Bell. Enjoy. What, than Mar-a-Lago? You dumb bitch. Really? Okay. Why are you hating from outside of the club? You can't even get in. And this guy, Peggy Clark over here just roasts them very easily. Just bam, Trump card. Florida school district cuts ties with GOP candidate James Fishback in 2022 over sexual misconduct allegations. Riz. A female student who was a minor. Whoa, buddy. Just more garbage again. So Chris LaSavita was the campaign manager for President Trump in 24, and that worked out swimmingly. And he goes, you're a Class A dumbass, Mr. Fishstick. And basically, this is because he made this awful video where his hair looks like it's like, I don't even know what it looks like. It's like he rubbed a balloon over his head. It's like a younger Bernie Sanders. He kind of looks like him too. Anyhow, he goes, would you rather spend $200 billion to bomb Iran or A, give every teacher in America a $62,500 bonus? Again, when you have a high school minor allegation, you probably shouldn't be mentioning teachers. Plus, teachers suck anyway. They're overpaid. They get paid to not work, a quarter of the year, all summer, basically. And then B, provide a down payment assistance for 20 million families. Okay, that's convenient, but you know damn well you're never going to be president. You won't even touch the Florida governor's mansion. And so, yeah, of course, you're going to promise to look into the Epstein files. And guess what? Do you want to bet money that he's not in them? Because I think he might be, actually. So, ironic. And of course, his comeback is as weak as you could possibly expect. He goes, you work for slave Byron Donalds. You're a slave to a slave. Your ancestors are ashamed of you. Again, this guy's half Colombian, by the way. Early life check. Anyhow, so he's doing a thing where he does this like racist dog whistling, which I don't have a problem with. I might be, 7% black. I only have it where it counts. Didn't go to my brain. And I will tell you that I will back up my brother here, Byron. This kind of cheap shit of, I'm going to imply you're a slave, but I'm not racist. Well, actually, you shouldn't be offended because you're not a descendant of African slaves. You were probably just a slave in the Caribbean, as if that makes a difference. Okay, and then in addition to that, he's saying that Chris LaSavita, who's a white guy, obviously, is a slave of a slave. Again, why? Why are you so pedantic? You know, you're enslaved to debtors. You're enslaved to your hedge fund coming up this year when they're going to start garnishing your wages on April 1st. And it's not going to be April Fool's. It'll be April Fool's, nigga. We're taking your money out the check. It's tough. Okay, now for the dessert at the end of the video, we're going to look at something that Laura Loomer did good for once, actually. By the way, Laura Loomer was endorsed by Nick Fuentes in the Republican primary in 2022. America First, by the way. Anti-Zionist, by the way. That aside, Florida Republican gubernatorial candidate James Fishback refused to apologize to President Trump and said he was a great president after Charles Downs, whoever the fuck that is, pressed him on his lies about Trump and his administration, claiming that Trump was covering for the Epstein files and protecting pedophiles. Fishback also got uncomfortable after being pressed about dating underage high school girls, allegedly. So this is a 3-minute clip. Let's get it started.
Charles? How's it going? Hey, I have a quick question for you. So, you said when you falsely accused Pam Bondi and the Trump administration of covering up the Epstein files, you said if you touch children, you face justice. Does that mean you're gonna face justice? Like, are you calling on yourself to face justice?
Okay, so he's immediately smiling. His hands are in his pocket immediately. He called him out by name, Charles Downs. I don't know who that is. The guy who's pressing him sounds, I mean, he's the same height, so he's probably a manlet, so he's not physically imposing. And, you know, he talks with a little bit of a lisp. He sounds like a Langer Safer.
So I think anyone.
Well, we're talking about you, Mr. Fishback.
Let me Charles, let's just keep it big picture. Anyone who has
he's really struggling
in abusing children should be brought to justice. Absolutely.
So you?
Those.
Ooh, those. Ah,
you
yeah.
Both know what happened there.
Suffer.
I saw a school district canceled your nonprofit.
It's not true.
Really?
So here's what happened. Somebody who tried to shake my family down and me for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You have proof of this?
Why the family?
Yeah, went to court.
Yeah, and you lost. And you lost, and your attorney quit.
At the end of that testimony, the judge rejected the claims and fully exonerated me.
Bullshit.
The case was in May of 2025.
Then why didn't the school district, I guess...
That was in 2022.
Yeah, but why didn't they should have brought
What's
your
that, 3 separate cases now?
You were wrong, right?
There's no contract.
They canceled you. They canceled your nonprofit, dude.
What do you mean they canceled it? The nonprofit is alive and well today.
No, they didn't want to work with you anymore.
Then how come we never post about it?
Earlier this year. What do you mean?
They didn't want to work with you anymore.
So I think
many trips, Mr. Fishback.
Many what?
Many suspicious trips. I've read them all. It's disgusting, dude. Trips. You went on.
Oh, come on. Don't play dumb shrimps, nigga, please. And, you know, it's too bad you got a fucking woke scold like this, 10-year-old kid almost. He's like, so Mr. Fishback. Bruh.
Trips with little girls.
When?
For your, I guess, tutoring time?
No tutoring time.
Yeah?
It was debate coaching, which is the same thing. You're being such a lawyer about this, you know?
Dude.
Tell me when these trips were. When were they?
I don't know the
Your lips are
exact
chapped.
dates.
If you don't have the details, how are you going to come to me and accuse me of something? What are the details?
Sir, you went on trips, you
FBI.
got accused of dating underage girls, and schools no longer wanted to work with you.
It was
anymore.
a minor.
So
Go laugh. What 30-year-old man goes, you're either like an 1800s woman, a flapper, or you're like an 80-year-old man like, oh, my scotch. The fuck was that, bruh? Yo, oh my God.
Who are you to say that the Trump administration is covering up the Epstein files when you yourself are a pedophile?
If I'm a pedophile, I should be arrested tomorrow, and you and Laura Loomer can go to the FBI and have Kash Patel indict me. But because you have...
What the fuck are you on about? No?
No evidence of that. Isn't it amazing, by the way? I'm the only one in the Republican Party actually calling out this cover-up, and now
Yeah, no other Republican is bitching about the Epstein files. I think it's literally like almost everybody.
I'm
Okay,
the pedophile.
You don't want to
but me.
talk about yourself.
I'm happy
Yeah.
to talk about myself.
okay, but wait.
Where's the evidence?
Why don't you sue the school district who canceled you then? If it was all a big lie, why don't you sue
True,
them?
Sue him for what?
They said
for fucking lying
that
allegedly.
you were a
This was 4
pedophile,
years
bro.
ago. They didn't say that.
Then why'd you just what?
Yeah, they just said we
Then why was there court case?
no
they didn't.
longer want to work with you, Mr. Fishback,
Where
because
is that
you're
statement?
dating our students. That's
Where
not
is that
exact.
statement?
Yeah, here it's on subsection 27 of page 35. Fucking
That's
prick.
what happened.
No, Charles.
Yeah.
Nigga, no char, dude, you're in the closet. No wonder you try to go for a teenager, bro. You're
Yeah,
into that
Charles, you're
build.
talking to
You're a
words now,
weirdo.
okay?
Yeah,
No, dude, I read it. I read
read
this guy's a
everything.
weirdo.
Do you want me to pull it up on your phone? Do we need to pull up the lawsuit?
What lawsuit?
Do we need to pull everything
You just referenced like 3 of them yourself, 2022, 2025, and you're in one right now.
up? I don't want to embarrass you in front of the Capitol, but if we have to pull everything up, we can.
Charles, what I want you to do is I want you to come back with facts next time.
This is facts.
These aren't facts.
You're the one spreading
Fish facts. You dated a minor. Fish facts.
lies
I want
about
dates.
President Trump,
She dumped him.
Attorney General Bounty, on great people
Pam
serving
Bondi
our
should
country.
resign. Pam Bondi's
For
a
what?
disgrace to this country.
She didn't cover anything up.
She said the Epstein files were on her decks. Then she called
Deaths.
it a Democrat hoax.
Nigga
It is
said
a
deaths.
hoax. It's
Why
a
is it a
Democrat
hoax?
hoax.
Why?
Do you really think
Bro, even his glasses look gay. What the?
President Trump covered
It's like something my mom would
up
wear.
Epstein
What
files?
the?
Honest to God.
Where are the files?
Did he cover them? He
Where
released
are the
them.
files?
And
All 6
he
million?
Release the incubate debate files.
10 of them?
and he arrested Jeffrey Epstein. So how's he covering anything up?
Okay.
Where
Will you
are the
apologize to
files?
President Trump?
Where are the files?
Yeah,
to
apologize.
President Trump.
Where are the files?
He'll watch this. Apologize to him right now.
Apologize for
Say,
what,
President
Get on
Trump,
your knees.
I'm so sorry
Suffer.
that I implied
This guy wants the Trump endorsement. He won't even apologize to the king.
and said your administration is covering for pedophiles. That's not true. You're a great president. Can you say that?
No, I can't.
You're near scum, dude.
Thanks, Charles.
Fish scum.
I actually enjoy your stuff for the most part.
Have a good one.
What a fucking scumbag. And that was that. And you just got loomered. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of a trip. Yeah, no, this Fishback campaign, I hate this guy. I don't know why, man. He's literally a white Vivek. He's good at talking. He has nothing behind, like no substance behind what he does. You know, he touts this record. He doesn't do shit. He ran a nonprofit, and, you know, nonprofit for, like, young people, young millionaires, that's usually some bullshit. Like, they're either laundering money through charity and stuff like this, political, 501c3, whatever. I know that. Fishback in his 30s, millionaire in his 20s, by the way, already broke, already had an attorney quit on him because he wouldn't pay him the $150,000 he owed. Plus, he lost that case, and then on top of that, he's poised to lose another $2.35 million, I think, in total now. His Tesla got repossessed, apparently. They're trying to take his jewelry, okay? He's gonna start, like, if he has, like, a golden molar, they're gonna fucking take that out, you know, in the court. Bailiff, take it. So this guy's gonna be toothless, carless, bitchless, no elected officeless. Awful. Pathetic. So anyways, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Comment down below your thoughts, and I'll react to every single one. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Adios.